I was really excited at first. I was like, yay, I'm going to the state fair. I've never been there before, and you know, it was like a joy throughout the entire thing, and it was really fun and awesome.
I was most excited about the food and the people that I would see, like different cultures, because I'm interested in those things.
Honestly, I was most excited about like being at the state fair, the different stuff that people get to do, like the different weird food, greasy food that people ate, or the crazy rides, and like being there to perform with 4-H and being there with my friends in 4-H got me excited. Yeah.
Something that made me nervous beforehand was not being like fit in, like, or accepted. I thought I would be like more different because there's a lot more of a different culture in the state fair.
I definitely was nervous about how it would go, just in terms of sort of acceptance, you know, especially because you have young people and chaperones who are coming from all over the state, and some of them might not have a lot of experience with like people who are different than themselves, or people, and especially like maybe they've never met folks who are Muslim or who are Somali. Maybe they've never, you know, maybe they've never encountered someone who's praying. I didn't know how it was going to work out. I knew that I was taking an amazing group of young people. I had no nervousness about that whatsoever. I was just more worried about would the whole group feel a sense of belonging, and would other people be welcoming?
The counselors or the staff and the chaperones, they helped me feel like it was just a normal experience, which it was a normal experience, but yeah.
Honestly, I felt like one of the kids didn't really bother me, other than the fact that maybe like the prayer stuff should be a bit more, you know, consistent, and like the food too. Well, the food was pretty good, and yeah, I mean, I felt like a normal kid, like I was one of them, so yeah.
Challenges, there weren't really much challenges besides waking up and getting the first bathroom stall. Yeah.
Well, obviously the first thing that we have to think about is just getting them ready for presenting and making sure that their project was ready. But some of the maybe unique things or the new things that I had to think about is I really had to think a lot about family trust, because it was a much bigger deal for a lot of the youth to stay overnight at the state fair than it is in a lot of the families that we've, you know, worked with who have been involved with 4-H for a long time. And especially I find in the Somali culture specifically, parents are really careful with their children, and they tend to be really, it's a big deal to let their kids stay away from home overnight. So we had to really think about family trust and family engagement. I also had to think about, and we had to talk about prayer times. You know, like I talked with the group about what do you guys want and need in terms of a prayer space? When do you need it? We looked up the actual times that they would be. I had to think about food. I had to contact the food services and make sure that there would be a pork-free option for every meal. Make sure they weren't using pork-based lard. You know, just some of those things that were things I maybe hadn't thought about in the past.
At first she was like, "What's overnight? No, you're not doing this." And then like I kept on trying to like, you know, persuade her and stuff, and then like I talked to you and I said, is there a way that I can like not sleep overnight, but to like get somebody to pick me up and stuff? And then you came up to my house to talk to my mom, and I guess like she kind of knew you, and like that got her a bit more comfortable with me coming overnight. No, with me coming to the state fair, and the fact that people picked me up at nighttime and brought me back in the morning also helped.
I would suggest that for them to like talk with the youth as if they're like one of their own, like not kid, but like as like if you've known them for a while, and like just make them feel like they're at home. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe they could like focus on every culture's like different needs. Like for example, like I was saying, like the prayer stuff and like the food and stuff like that. But other than that, they did a really good job last year. You know, props to them. And yeah, that's it.
So I think there were several really important things that came out of it. One, it takes a little bit of work to just think about how do we be inclusive? How do we be welcoming? But all it is asking new questions. That's all it is. And I think that the biggest thing was like talking with the youth directly, talking with the families, finding out what the concerns were, because I might not even know what the concerns are that a mom or a dad has, right? And so asking those questions and then addressing those questions. So I didn't make up questions for them, you know. The second thing was being more flexible about, like, if there's a young person who can't stay overnight, that's fine. We can totally make it work. At least we're lucky in the metro area that, you know, I was able to just arrange rides for you so you could be there, for example. But I think the biggest thing was that people were awesome. Like, every single staff person who I brought a question or a concern or an accommodation to, all of them, they wanted to make it work. Everyone.
Really, my friends from here, I guess, got me comfortable, and just the atmosphere was really nice, and like everybody was all happy and giddy and sweet.
Oh, I wanted it to just be a joy for them. I wanted the group for you. I wanted the group to just go and love it and be excited and be nervous and have fun presenting and learn and have fun in the midway. And I just wanted it to be a joy and for everyone to feel like this is mine. Like, I am part of 4-H. This is my 4-H. That's what I wanted.